I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that wastes me. So many people living with the blues. So many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling, got this funny feeling.
We're here on IntellectualRadio.com and on iHeartRadio.com. And it's another Thursday. We got a lot of stuff going on. We live a few different times. But I keep telling you guys, and I can't even make this stuff up. Our show just keeps getting better and better.
Podcast.
Yeah, right.
Better.
And better. And for those of you all that don't know, better is just a little bit better than, no, betterer is better than better. Right? Right. So today's show is really going to be a great show because we're going to be talking about a black man and how men could be a threat to African American women. Yeah, absolutely. Black men being a threat to African American women, and also how black men, you know, if you're not gonna do right by the black woman, then you basically need to leave her alone. And we have a guy that is so confident in what it is that he's saying that I couldn't wait to give him an opportunity to speak. Now, as for me, I just got to keep it 100. You know, I've only dated African American men. I don't know anything outside of my race. But when this guy shared some of the information, I almost had to open my mouth and be like, wow, this is powerful. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and kick our show off like we always do. We got Mr. J Hustle in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
We got Miss Patricia Ward.
Hey, y'all.
All right. And then we got a lost cat. I'm going to send a shout out to Miss Monique. We know she couldn't be here today, but we got a lost cat. She on her way back next week. J Hustle, tell me what's going on with your brother. How you doing? How you feel? What's been going on with your week?
I am doing great. Car down, but I'm doing great.
Car down. Okay. And my cell phone going crazy here. So your car is down.
You got T-Mobile?
No, it's actually Sprint.
Ooh, I thought T-Mobile was bad too. Sprint sucks.
Well, yeah. And then this is a new cell phone. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Is it new or is it refurbished?
Well, you know what? It came from Sprint. And it could be refurbished. You just never know nowadays.
Yeah, they be trying to trick us now. They be trying to trick us.
Right. Okay, so go ahead and tell us how your week is going. Let your cat out. What you know new?
My week is doing great. Chilling with my baby girl. She finally got her headphones on. She can't hear me. I don't know. Like I say, living day by day. Taking it how it is. Giving honor to God all the time. And why is it that when people see that you truly believe in God and you go to church, they think you just can't be that same sarcastic person? I ain't changing. In the name of Jesus.
I really don't. I don't blame you. I wouldn't change a thing either. You just got to be who you're going to be. Pat Ward, what's going on with you, my lady?
Loving who God made me to be, who he created me to be. I'm doing good. I got a lot of things going on. That I can't say about, but I want to let you know we're having a gospel fest at New Revelation. August the 4th, and we got a lot of events going on. August 4th. August 6th is New Revelation Gospel Fest, and a lot of other things is going on. I got something pinned that's going on for involving songs on August the 20th, where I will be giving back to the community on that day, but I'm waiting for approval first, and I will get out the information for that.
Okay.
I'm giving back to the community too. You know, I'm a broke celebrity, so I will be doing a gas giveaway on Washington and Pulaski from 5 to 7 p.m. I ain't lying. All I got is $20, so it's first come, first serve.
Well, that's nice. So you're gonna be giving away a gas card?
I've done it before.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. That's a new way of looking at being broke, is by giving something away for free. I like that. We're gonna do that at the Cats Out show. Well, you know what? For you guys that's tuning in, and I can't even make this stuff up. And I was trying to go live, but my connection is going crazy. But ain't nobody mad but the devil. And no, you know what? And even he's not mad. We're not gonna give him credit. But let me just say this: our show literally is it's about to just get off the scale. We are connecting to so many positive people doing so many positive things in the community. So I am really excited about that. And I know I keep telling you guys, expect us to be coming to a household near you. We're definitely stepping our game up, and we're just going to do it on purpose. Okay, so we got a new host that's going to be starting with us on next week, Mr. Untrail Boyd. And if you guys don't know butt packs, I dare you to hashtag butt packs and look this guy up. This guy has over 92,000 followers, and he's doing a lot of great things in the community. So I'm excited about having him come on, being one of our co-hosts. He's actually related. Yeah, he's actually related to James Hustle. So we got family members in the building. So what I'm gonna do before I go any further is I'm gonna introduce our guest that we have on today. Make sure he can hear me okay. Are you there, sir? And can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, hold on. Okay, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You know what? I hear you just fine, Ken. Now let me just say this, because you got us in a really interesting topic this morning. We're talking about the African American male and how the African American male is a threat to the African American female, and
Yes.
and then we're gonna go a little bit further, because you were even bold enough to say that if you're not going to, and let me just say, I'm gonna paraphrase it, and then you put it in your right term. But if a black man is not going to do right or invest in the black female, then he should just leave her alone.
Yes.
Wow, that's bold. Go ahead, tell us who you are,
Please.
where you come from, and how did you get here?
My name is Ken Bridgebum, and I run the game at soldnottold.com. I'm an artist, cultural critic, and I just give my perspective. I come from upstate New York. I spent most of my time there. Now I live in Phoenix, Arizona. And being in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm kind of off the grid, so it allowed me to pretty much sit back and just get things from the outside and what's going on. And, I'm a life coach, but I don't call it life coaching. I call it game coaching. And a lot of the people that call my phone are couples. And I kind of seen a trend, a pattern going on when it comes to black men and black women. The black woman seems to be traumatized in her household. It's pretty much the same pattern. And it's the man that's the problem. Not saying that the woman doesn't come with any baggage. She does come with her own type of unique narrative. But from what I'm seeing, it's the black man that is ruining the household. Not only is he ruining the household, he seems to be ruining his 5-mile radius. Now, of course, that's because, in my opinion, he's a Frankenstein. He's been created, engineered, and hardwired for destruction. So you're going to destroy the closest person to you. So I got here because, I done destroyed a lot of people. So I'm just being honest.
Wow. Now let's just get this straight, because I know you may have said it. You are an African American male yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you're speaking now. Well, what type of women do you date?
Well, I used to date rats.
You used to date rats. Okay.
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
us a little bit about that.
Well, I was pretty much projecting what I felt about myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I use rats in just an urban term, but again, I didn't realize that they were traumatized from dealing with men in their life, whether it was their uncles, their fathers, their brothers. Usually from my environment, all black women know is the poverty aspect of black men. So I was a poverty aspect of black men, and that's what I was attracted. Women that pretty much was my mirror, so they came with emotional, physical, and psychological baggage. You know what I'm saying? So those were the women that, I laid up with for many, many years.
Wow. So You deep, and I know James is sitting here. You know, he got his fist balled up, and he kind of fidgety because he like, what?
Why you talking like I'm about to punch the man?
Well, you know, I don't know if you're about to punch him or if you're about to five. But so when you say that African American men has become or is a threat, go a little bit deeper, because you know I hear you, but I'm one of those sisters. I still love my black brothers. So tell me, is it something wrong with me, or how could we? What's the remedy to all this madness?
Growing the hell up.
Well, the remedy is understanding that it's deeper than we think. Like, it's psychological. There's a chip, a generational chip that's been implanted in the so-called Negro. So generation after generation, he's going to perpetuate the same behavior, because we got to understand that, you know, we talk a lot about slavery, but we got to understand that, you know, people got reset, you know what I'm saying? So they had to start over. So the black man is made in the image and the likeness of his creator. So they don't necessarily want to eliminate the black man, because you need him to feed, you need the matrix needs him to feed the system. But what you do is you just program him in such a way where he just destroys his environment. We're pretty much born into it. It's like an app. When you download an app on your phone or on your computer, it's software. That software comes pre-coded. So the black man is born into pre-coded software. The moment that he comes out of the womb, it's automatically software that has been attached to him. So this is why he displays the behavior that he displays. Not one generation, not two generations, not three generations. We're talking about a consistent cycle of behavior. This is mental illness. The black man has been molested. The black man has been raped. The black man, a lot of them are confused with their sexuality. So in this delirium, he's going to affect the person that's next to him, the person that wants to love on him, the person that, you know, pretty much is trying to save him. But we can't save a person if we don't. The problem, this is a mental illness that's going on. Now, the remedy is everybody just being transparent and keeping it real and taking accountability. Like, you know, I'm a grown man, so I can't necessarily curb the things that we go through and automatically say the white man. I can't give another man that kind of credit when I know that all it takes is really locking down, and we can, you know, work on our self-awareness, and we can grow up a little bit, because we got the mentality of boy, you know, and that's what the term was used for in the early 1900s, was boy, because another group of men seen us as boys based on our behavior, based on the fact that other people needed to build things for us. So you're a boy. So I think the remedy is, number one, being transparent and accountability. You start talking about accountability to black men, everybody turns into track star.
Whoa. Well, you know what? Now, as I hear you describe the black man, I kind of feel that elephant syndrome. And I don't know if you know about the elephant syndrome. It's whereas the elephant has a chain around its neck. And everybody knows that the elephant, if it changed its mindset, that chain is not actually holding that elephant back. But because as a young infant elephant, whatever you call them at that time, that elephant kept trying to do things, and that chain was constantly yanked until the elephant got tired of trying to yank and get free from the chain. So as a big grown elephant, it never tries to get away from the chain anymore. So as I hear you describe the African American male, I kind of think about the elephant. Now, I'm gonna be realistic with you. I still love my black brothers. I even read one of your articles and said that's the problem, is that we kind of, as women, we kind of put our breast in the black man's mouth.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, continue to breastfeed them and cover up for them and say, it's okay, baby. It's okay that, you know, you're not doing what you need to do. I understand. I'll comfort you. I'll take the hits. It's okay for you to do this to me because I understand you.
Right.
Touch on that some, because I know I kind of went there, but you tell us what you meant by that.
Well, it's like, a lot of the times the black women protect, kind of hold. They don't demand accountability from the black man. So this is how the breath gets inside of the black man's mouth, and in our relationships, our girlfriends become our mothers. So a lot of the dynamic with the black man and black woman right now, if you really analyze it, it's a relationship between mother and child. Wow. It's not necessarily no romance going on. It's not necessarily no real relationship, because he has to grow up on her time. Remember, he was born in a certain type of software, right? So he's dealing with a lot of psychological issues, and the black woman is playing Wonder Woman with black men. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times he does not have to go inside himself and fix himself, because she's trying to fix it for him. He doesn't have to be great because she's trying to be great for him. He doesn't have to grow because she is trying to grow for him. The 90% of my clients and the people that come to me are in a dynamic of the black woman is the mother, and that's supposed to be his wifey, and the black man, which is supposed to be her husband, is her son. It's a lot of non-pushing. Like it's very stagnant, where the black woman fears for his life, and a lot of the time she doesn't want to be alone, so she doesn't want to feel like she's pushing him. But then at the same time, a lot of black men are not necessarily men; they are males. So if a black woman is a
I'm sorry, you said they're not men; they're what?
Males. Being a man is a status. Yes, ma'am. Being a man is a status. You got to decide to be a man. You know what I'm saying? It's a decision. It's not something that happens because of biology. Being a man is a status. So a lot of black women are with males, right? That think, process information, have the emotional stability of an 8-year-old. So now this is millions, mind you. This is millions. So a lot of the times when these black males get with black women, she can't be assertive because he's going to feel like she's too hard. She can't push him because he's going to feel like she's coming down on him. When a black woman tries to offer her input and correction, he can't receive it because he's operating on a male status, but not a man status. You know what I'm saying? Because part of being a man is receiving. You got to know how to receive correction. So a lot of black women got to dumb themselves down in relationships because the black male cannot handle any black woman that's assertive, any black woman that's trying to correct him and get him on the straight and narrow. Now, there is some women that, ain't, up to par. But for the most part, from my observation, I have only seen black women that have want to help black men. That's the truth.
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna open the floor up because we got a black male in the building. And I don't have sons, so it's difficult for me to draw a comparison with a black man being my son. I gave birth to all women, so I can't draw that comparison. But I'm gonna drop the mic over here to Patricia Ward. You have men in your household, and you Mr. Ken, letting his cat out the bag. Do you agree with anything that he's saying, or what's your experience?
Well, my experience, I agree with some of it, kind of what he's saying. But as a woman, I raised my son up. They had a father that was in the relationship, that was being a father. But at that end of the day, it was like mostly I was doing most of everything. So I guess he's saying that the women are doing a man's part of a job. So that's what I was doing. I was being the mother and the father at some time. I had to go to schools for my children. If some of the boys did something that they shouldn't be doing, I was there. I was there as a mother, and I was there because I love my children. And even though they did wrong, I didn't commend them from doing wrong, but I still stuck by their side. they are young men and they growing up. I mean, young boys growing up into manhood. So I kind of agree with what he's saying, but at that same time, even though I was the woman that was head of household, but he portraying as the man, but I felt like a woman. I was a woman. I was not no man. I was just doing that part. I was doing my part, what the man should have been doing.
And let me do this too, because we got one of our new hosts that's actually, we're on his page live, Mr. Untrail Boyd, hashtag butt packs. We want to give it up to all of his listeners that's on right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mr. Untrail Boyd will be here next week with us. And this is one thing that I want to say, and this want to hear back from Ken and James. I need you two brothers to speak. But a part of me believe that a woman's responsibility as a mother and as a queen is to do her job. Now, I strongly believe that behind every good man, it has to be a good woman.
Yes.
And that's just what it is. That's why I say to so many people that want to put themselves into your shoes. And, you know, you don't want to walk in my shoes because you have no idea how far I got to walk. You know, you don't know the miles or the blocks that I take in order to produce the type of men that I produce, be it my husband, grandson, or any man that's connected to me. You don't know the influence that I have to make them look like they look. And I believe that every good man, every good woman should have a good looking man, because if the man doesn't reflection behind the woman that he's with as well, and vice versa. If you're a man in a relationship and your woman is not on her game, or if she's falling short any kind of way, you need to take a look in the mirror and see, how do you affect her? Now, I'm gonna be quiet and I just need the men to speak. Ken, if you can comment on that, and then Jay Hustle, go ahead and piggyback.
Okay, well, let's everybody be clear. The first teacher, the first teacher that any child learns from is the womb, the vagina. That was my first home, right? Mm-hmm. So that's when the programming and the software starts. Now, another thing we have to be clear about: women build men. Women build men, right? What's the purpose to be a man if there's no woman? Women build men, right? So it's because of women that men push. It's because of women that men reach. It's because of women that men go to war. It's because of women that men want to self-improve. Throughout history, men have done great things or not based on women. It starts with the women. Yes, men are the fortress in front of the women. However, it starts with women. So anytime you see a cold man, a man that's on his stuff, you know, look at his nails, look at his face, the way he carries himself, the way he wears his clothes, I guarantee you somewhere there is a woman that's on a square. Yes. I can always tell when a man does not have no solid women in his life, because I can tell how he carries himself. Cold women produce cold men. Silly women produce silly men. This starts with the women, always. So since it starts with the women, if the black man is abusing the women, right, which is the first teacher, the womb, right, the Stargate, the interdimensional portal, if we're abusing the women, then how can she get the male child to a higher awareness that she's abused? I call it emotional PTSD. That's what black women are going through. Emotional PTSD. It's coming from the grandmother. It's coming to the mother, the auntie. Straight emotional PTSD, generationally, dealing with boyfriends that have went to jail, boyfriends that have been shot, boyfriends that have physically and emotionally abused them. They carry that into their older years, have children. That daughter now has those situations because the mother, she attracts males that do the same thing to her. So now you have 5-6 generations of black women that have been through emotional PTSD. So how can the men ever be sharp if it starts with the women? Again, cold women produce cold men.
So he's talking about a generational curse.
Well, yeah, definitely sounds like it. James, go ahead. Let your cat out. I mean, you've been holding it for a minute. Go ahead.
I agree with certain things he say, and then other things I don't. As far as the being hardwired and programmed throughout the generations, it started in slavery, like he said. The whole system was built to keep black men down and to keep the women up. If you can control the man and you can put the women where you want to put them, then the woman can start to control the man so they can now do what you want them to do. Now, when he said it starts with the women, it does. But at the same time, if there's no father around, then you have no choice but to let it start with the woman. If a man is not in the household, if a man is not around that woman to show that man or that girl, either one, how to be a child and grow, then you have no influence, you have no structure, you have no informational teaching except that woman. Now, if that woman was raised by a weak woman or a ghetto woman or something like that, then, naturally, her child is going to be weak or ghetto. I see it all the time. A child does not come out racist. A child does not come out ghetto. A child comes out as a child. A child knows what you teach them. So that I do agree with. That's just like if, let's say, a woman had a child and she died giving birth. If that man raises that child is going to have the aspects or the personality of that man. So, there's no excuses. It's all about what you know. And as far as a man doing things or ruining a woman, men don't ruin women. A man is only going to do what a woman allows him to do. And a man is only going to step up and be on his game and grow up if he's ready. Now, I've been there. I've broken many hearts. I've done a lot of stupid stuff, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But at the same time, you can't go get a job for a woman. You can't go get a Mercedes for a woman. You can't build a household for a woman. If you are not willing to build and do those things for yourself, then you are not a man.
Wow.
Point blank, period.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, this is what we're going to do because we got a couple of more guests in the building. We're coming back and we're going to have a full 45 minutes where we're going to talk about, and we're going to have guests calling in. Ken, game is sold. To tell everybody how we could actually reach you and follow you on social media.
Yeah, the game is soldnottold.com. You can subscribe to that. Follow me. Also, you can follow the page on Facebook. The game is sold not told on Facebook. You can email me, the game is soldnottold.com at gmail.com. Yeah, when we come back, I really would like to rebuttal what he just said.
Perfect. Well, you know what? We're going to do that because we're going to go backstage and we're going to be live. So I'm going to call you and we will do this live again on social media. So stay by your line, another 20 minutes and we'll be back with you. Okay. So for those of you all that's watching, we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. When we come back, we got a couple of special guests in the building. We got someone that's going to share a game. We got the rap lady that's coming back, and she's gonna actually rap Earl up again. Hopefully he'll do it on camera so that you guys can see how this rap works. But if he don't, that's okay. We'll be right back. It's the Cats on iHeartRadio, on Intellectual Radio. We live on social media, and what we're doing, the cat out there back.
At the same time, feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living every day like it's my last. Living in the truth I learned from my past. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Cadillac, hoes, Cadillac, dreams, Cadillac, world, everybody's name. If you got a problem, money can't solve it. Government scheming gangsters, leading crackheads, leading men is leaving. So just leading my bus, screaming all over town. You can hear the sound, boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, life is hard. Everybody pray. Life is a movie. Everybody's filming. Gotta play your part. Know what you're feeling. Big old job, but someone got to do it. Fight up the problem. Gotta keep pursuing. Head up high, reach for the sky. Lights, camera, action. I've been lost. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. You got to reach up for the sky. You gotta hold your head up high. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Only make you strong. So strong. Can you feel it? Live your life out loud.
We're back. It's the Cats on Intellectual Radio, on iHeartRadio. And I told you, when we come back, we here, ready to let the cat out the bag. Meow. Meow. We got a roar down there. Y'all just didn't hear it. So let me say, we have a Miss Henrietta Parker in the building, and then we have Miss Nina. Nina, pronounce your last name. Ashrafi in the building, which is one of my partners. You're going to see a lot of me and Nina doing a few things together. Amazing lady. I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Now, we're going to do this kind of live. Miss Henrietta, tell us, Miss Lady, Miss Beautiful Lady, Miss Queen, who are you, where you come from, and what are you doing here?
Well, really, God sent me.
Okay.
And I've been on a mission. I'm Minister Henrietta E. Parker. And I've been on a mission for economic development for the African American community and all over the world in Africa. Also, I have a feeding ministry of 350 kids over in Kenya.
Woo!
And so I always look for opportunities to bless other people.
Okay.
See, we know we have a problem in our race and our communities with the young men, the women, the children, everything. But I know that with the economic base, we can begin to address some of those higher issues, like food, clothing, and housing. I'm a real estate mortgage broker. So I know if you got an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month, some of those problems will be eliminated. We wouldn't have drugs in the community, shooting and killing it, and the chaos that's going on in our community. And so I look for programs that would bless our community that is affordable so that we can have entrepreneurship and business ownership. In America, this is a capitalism society. And that's one thing in America, we have not learned how to go into businesses and own our own business. And so if we begin to teach the young people how to be entrepreneurs and how to have banking accounts and credibility and good credit at a young age, when they get to be 25, 30 and they have a family, they know how to adjust into society. That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense to me. The only thing I say is that we're gonna feed some people in Kenya, and then we're gonna show people how to feed some people right here in the States, right here in our own backyards, in Chicago, Maywoods, or whatever cities we in as well. So tell us about your product or your service. What you guys are offering here?
Well, Pokemon came out about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And they made $2 billion just for playing games, right? And it was over 2 or 3 million people that's playing these games. But guess what? Did anybody get paid for playing the games?
Or got robbed? I know they got robbed for playing them, the Pokemon.
Right, they just took it to the screen. But we have the mobile games that you can do in the privacy of your home, where you don't have to go all up and down the street chasing things and everything, but also that you can get paid for playing the mobile games. How would a person like to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a week playing games?
Wow.
And so that's what we are offering. We have a gaming platform that's nonviolent, that they can come in for free, $10, $125, and have their own gamer franchise.
So you mean to tell me I can come in for free? You said $5, $10 or?
It's free. You can come in for free, play the games for free. You can be a premier gamer for $10, or you can have your own gaming franchise for $124.99 with a marketing piece that'll market your business for you.
And what? So really?
Really?
You know what? Hey, I don't play games, but I don't mind making money off of people who play games. Okay, because game is meant to be sold and not told. No, I'm just joking. But that just sounds really, really great, because so many people are on their cell phones and they're playing these different games. And you mean to tell me you have an opportunity now where you could literally position yourself in front of a franchise and get paid for other people playing games?
And this is a $50 billion industry right now. And it's a global international market right now that you can market all over the world and get paid every Friday. And it goes directly into your bank account or your debit card, or you can request a check.
All right now. So tell our people, if they need to reach out to you, if they got any questions concerning how to get started with this whole gaming, how could they reach you guys?
they can go to this website right now. It's www.gamers with a capital G, AMER, capital IMINVIT.com, and they can put in Nina, NINA. Open their whole site right there, and it does the video and everything for you, tell you about the company, the opportunity, and if you like what you see, you can sign up, or you can call. Well, I don't see a number right there, but you can call us at 708-548-6992. Also, this is a fundraiser for churches. We have a lot of pastors and bishops and apostles coming in that they are paying off their church building with this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, you can make an extra $5, $10, $15,000, $20,000 a month with this opportunity. And we would love to come out and show you how to get started and have you a global international business. But guess what? I talked about the young people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be at the minimum age of 14 to join our company. Isn't that awesome?
Wow. You can join this company at 14 years old.
Yes, you can. 14 years old, and also help with your scholars, tuition, your housing costs, whatever you need, new vehicles, houses, homes, that you can come into our company as a minimum of 14, at the age of 14.
Now, let me repeat that number, because that number is 708-785-0580. Again, 708-785-0580. And you can put in the code NINA, NINA, for those of you all that can't see it. And we got beautiful, you say a pastor or apostle? Minister. Her Henrietta Parker. And we got Miss Nina. I want to thank you guys for joining us on the Cat's Out. I know I look forward to seeing and hearing from you guys a whole lot more. And thanks for letting the cat out. Now, what I need you guys to do before we leave here is just a tradition. I'm going to need a meow or roar or something out of you guys.
Roar. Meow.
Meow. All right. We'll be right back with our next body rap, the crazy rap girl. She's here again. And when we come back, we're going to let the cat out the bag with the crazy rap lady. Don't touch that down.
I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Big city lights, big city dreams, the sound of the city that waits me. So many people living with the blues, so many things that I can tell you. I got this funny feeling, that something's going down. I can almost hear the sound going boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, seems like no one is happy. People living without a voice. Seems like no one really has a choice. I feel free and lost at the same time. Feels like I'm gonna lose my mind. Living every day like it's my last. Living in the truth I learned from the past. I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change. Cadillac, hoes, Cadillac, dreams, Cadillac, world, everybody's name. If you got a problem, money can't solve the government. Scheming gangsters, leading crackheads, leading is thieving, so just leading mamas, screaming all over town. You can hear the sound, boom, 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 going round. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, life is hard. Everybody,
We're back. It's the Cats on Intellectual Radio, on iHeartRadio. And we here, ready to let the cat out the bag. I'm feeling myself. We got the crazy rap lady back with us again on today.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead real fast. We don't even need an introduction. Tell us what's going on with you today, Miss Lady.
Okay, so first off, I'm Quintina. I've been here before. I didn't really get a chance to touch on how you can get started as a distributor with It Works, For $99, you get a box of 4 wraps, which is right here, like 4 wraps. You get business material, this stuff right here. Excuse me. You get a brochure packet, so you can show your people what you sell and everything. My biggest seller is my weight loss products that I've been taking for the last 3 months, and then I stopped and started back again, and I've been on it for another 3 months, and I then got down to 175 pounds, so I lost a total of 75 pounds.
Wow.
Miss Vera was one of my models the last time I was on here, and she did the wild. She liked it, so hey, been getting a lot of contacts for that. If anybody want to get in touch with me, my website is specialcubebodyreps.com. My phone number is 630-715-4344. You can contact me. I do come all over to wrap people, give them amazing results, and have them just be like, wow, I can't believe this.
And I want to share something, because you actually got a chance to wrap Mr. Earl here the last time you were here.
Ma'am.
And he gave a positive feedback. He said that he did notice with just that one wrap, he noticed a little shrinkage. So for you guys that have...
You got shrinkage?
Yeah, you will. But
Well,
that's one of my Jesse Jackson. Jesse
reduced his breast
shrinkage. You know what
Do you wanna
shrinkage
see?
is? It's just like a little respect on it. Respect on my name, shrinkage. So
Don't say that man's name in my presence.
Oh, okay. We won't go
We
there.
don't like Jesse.
But-
I don't like Jesse.
oh Lord.
We do wrap men
Well, I
as well
guess
as women.
technically.
So any men that wants to get tight and toned and firm, get that 6-pack back, come see me.
We're gonna put a little bit of shrinkage on it. Now we just
That's
gonna
right.
wrap you at the top. We ain't gonna wrap you all over. Just gonna wrap them breastises, because you don't need them breastises as a man.
But
no
they
way.
have bellies and they want their bellies.
And they got
wrapped. I
bellies.
mean, you know, you do have the ones who has the beer belly. I want to call it a beer belly, and they want to, you know, tighten, tone, and firm that up, so they can look, you know, just like us women. We go in the mirror and we look at ourselves, and if we don't look right, we're going back and change and do something different.
Right. And I'm gonna have to start sleeping in the wrap, sleeping in it, getting up in it, and
Yes.
I got so much stuff to wrap. We ain't gonna talk
Actually, you
about
can
it.
sleep in a wrap, and a lot of people don't know that. You can wear it for 45 minutes, or you can wear it overnight. I usually do it at nighttime, so I'll wear it for 8 hours. You can wear it for 8 hours. It's nothing like the waist trainer. You see results in 45 minutes.
Okay. So with that being said, is there anything else you'd like to share? I know you get your number. Give it again.
My name is Quintina Thorpe. You can find me on Facebook with my name is Quintina Thorpe. If you want to rap, you can contact me. My phone number is 630-715-4344. Or if you want to find out any about all the products that I sell, you can go on my website, which is specialcubebodyreps.com.
Okay. So with that being said, today's show was really, really interesting. We've covered a lot of great topics. We're going to go backstage and we're going to be live speaking again about the African-American men. And this whole thing really kind of got me feeling some type of way, because I truly, truly love the black man. And I love every man, but I've only dated and I've only been involved with African-American men. And I have the most tremendous amount of respect for them. I feel like the system has been put in place in order to keep the black man down. But every black woman knows that, listen, when we're talking about going to war, when we're talking about having a warrior in your house, it's nothing like having a black man. Now, I do know that that black men have some things that they need some help with. And it's not always our responsibility to keep our titties in their mouths in order to help them. You know, it's a time to put it in, but it's a time to take it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that as women, we do take a little bit too much, and we do keep the titty in a little bit longer than we need to have it in, especially for those that have sons. Some of the reasons why your son is 30 years old and not have accomplished anything in life is because the mother still got your titty in your boy's mouth. And he's not going to do a female any good, because all he wants to do is just go from one breast to the next breast. And then I do realize that there are men out here that may have had some trauma that went on into their lives, And because of that trauma, the closest person to them may be that wife or that spouse or that woman that's in their lives. And so she picks up that baggage. But as a woman, we know what we know how much we could take. I believe that everybody got their own measurement of understanding. They got their own measurement of pressure that they can take. And it's just important not to take more than you can handle. And the Bible even says that the Creator, that God would never put more on you than you can bear.
That's right.
Okay.
Amen.
So with that being said, it's official. It's the cats. And when I tell you, we're going to keep getting better. We're going to keep letting the cat out the bag. And if you're lucky, we're coming to a household near you. Meow. Meow. Good night, you guys. We're over. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.